Hello everyone, it's time for grocery shopping and it's the first day of school to here when I am filming this. We made it through the first day of school. I want to say thank you to everyone for your huge overwhelming support when I shared all the changes that have happened in the past week and a half for our family. For those of you who haven't caught the video, the link's below, but as of a week ago Monday, I accepted a full-time teaching job to teach 4th grade at our Lutheran school, and we started school today on Wednesday when I'm filming this. So it's been a whirlwind. My parents, bless them, who are newly retired, and came up last Thursday and stayed through Tuesday morning. So I was able to really work at school, get my classroom together. They helped do some baking. We visited, they tore our workbook pages, they ran errands and played games with the kids, helped Andy and I get ready for school, and it was such a blessing. I did a little bit of shopping while they were here. I went to Sam's and stocked up on some things, and then right before school started, we've been doing so much baking, I completely ran out of flour. Can you believe that? I mean, I don't remember the last time I bought flour, but I headed to Aldi and did a stock up trip on flour and a couple other things. And the Kroger ad, it didn't really excite me this week. So I will show you the ad and the sales so you can decide for yourself, but I did skip Kroger shopping. I'm going to show you everything I bought. We'll talk Kroger ads, and then I do have menus and all the other updates for you. So let's get to the groceries. My parents were here, so over the weekend I ran in and did a little bit of quick shopping because I was going to do pork chops on the grill, and so I picked those up. These, we love these on the grill. They are $2.98 a pound, so I spent $8.28 on pork chops. And then Andy said, you know, it's Saturday, let's actually smoke some ribs. So I grabbed ribs instead, and those were actually $3.28 a pound. They were a little bit off there at the store, so grab those ribs. We don't do those very often, but we do have a smoker and he likes doing it. I was out of cling wrap, stretch wrap, and I do like theirs, but it's always been in those huge blocks. If you've been to Sam's Club, you know what I'm talking about. So this one was on Scan and Go Savings, and it was $6.68 for 1,000 square feet, and they're in 2 smaller rolls, so I did grab that. And then Nutella was instant special. My kids love this. It was $9.98. It was a Scan and Go savings again, so I did Scan and Go just so we could get that deal there. Grapes were $1.97 a pound. Grab 3 pounds of that. And then cherries were $2.99 a pound. Grab 3 pounds there. Grab the cream cheese to also smoke some cream cheese. It might be my favorite thing on the grill, on the smoker, even more than ribs or anything else. So it is $7.98 for that. Grabbed a bag salad. The Southwest one is my favorite, $2.82 for a quick and easy side. I was almost out of baking powder, so grabbed 2 of these huge ones here, $7.78. Cottage cheese restocked. Emma got her braces tightened, so we've been going through that a little bit quicker. $4.66 for each of those big containers, each 3 pounds. Another avocado oil to stay stocked, just because I was there, $10.98. And then a cherry Moscato wine. I love the blueberry from Oliver Winery. That's my favorite, but my dad likes cherry too, and this one is also good. So I grabbed that, and it was $8.98. For everything here on this trip to Sam's, because of the meat, it adds up quickly. I spent $111.71. It's been a while, and I was completely out of flour. I can't believe that happened. It's been over 6 months since I bought it, so I decided to do a trip to Aldi and grabbed flour and a couple other things and deals. So I got the grapes because this was $1.29 a pound. This is last week's sale by the time you're seeing it, and cherries were $2.69 a pound. So I grabbed those for a fruit. Grabbed the flour. The flour right now is $2.19 for a 5-pound bag, but like I said, totally out, so grabbed that there. Milk at $2.54. Whipped topping has gone up, but it was $1.09. Grabbed that to put in the freezer. Cheese cubes, and it always amazes me that cheese cubes at $1.89 are the same price as the blocks of cheese. It's already cut up. It's great for appetizers and entertaining, so grabbed a couple bags of those. And I was also out of baking soda there at 99 cents or 89 cents for that, so grabbed those. Minced onion, $1.09. Some animal crackers, and these are both for dips. I do a cookie dough dip, and some thin wheat thins, or the thin wheats as they call them at Aldi, to go with smoked cream cheese. The buffalo or pub style pretzels, these are seasoned. Some would compare them to, oh, what's that fancy brand of pretzels? dots. And they are very good. I really like those. They were $1.99, so grab those. And then these must have been summer chips. They were 99 cents. I probably should have brought more of those baked cheddar and baked potato, but grabbed one of the queso chips and one of the cheddar flavored and bacon. Grabbed some beans, garbanzo beans at 89 cents. I have realized I can get 4 flax eggs from the aquafaba in 1 can of beans. So that's been really great. I've been freezing that after I use those chickpeas. I'm still working on making my own, but for now, if you want to see more about egg substitutes, I'll leave a link to that video. Grab 3 peppers for $1.99, 2 pounds of carrots for $1.49, and then I quick pickled some refrigerator cucumbers, some pickles here, using a clearance pickle mix I had, Mrs. Wags, and then these were the cucumbers we got from the garden. Not a ton, but wanted to get them in the fridge. And then I just picked a huge bowl of jalapenos, and there's 1 tomato. I have more tomatoes out there, and a lot of the, there we go, Hungarian or banana peppers down here. So need to do some pickling, make some jalapeno peppers. That's what the garden is producing. Tons of peppers, not as many tomatoes this year, so we're gonna see how the salsa goes. I'll keep you posted. For everything here at Aldi, I spent $54.43. This sale is going on at Kroger now through the 19th. This came in the mail, so on the bottom I had this save $5 with a coupon over here that you could scan. I don't think you will have that on the normal ad, but it's worth checking around and looking for. All right, we had a buy one, get one free on Tyson chicken, drumsticks, wings, or thighs. Grapes on sale for $1.77 a pound. We've got some whole pork shoulder, $1.79, or the pork spare ribs, $1.99. Bacon, we have a little bit there. Cosmic Crisp apples, $1.49. And then again, we have those weekend sales here. It didn't seem like anything that great there. Cut you my eye. We do have eggs for $2.99 for 18. Let me know if you are seeing that egg sale as well. Weekly digital deals, $6.99 for the chuck roast, normally $8.99, or chuck steaks. Peaches and nectarines, $1.29 a pound. Tyson bags of chicken, and these are the 23 to 29 ounces, $4.99 a bag. And Totino's pizza rolls, $3.99 for 50 rolls there. We've got the 6-count bottles of pop, $3.49 each, and then the party size bags of Lay's, $3.99. Then, of course, we flip, and once again, they're highlighting the lower prices. Tell me, how do you feel about this? I would rather they focus still on sales, but I'm thankful we're getting an ad, so it is interesting to kind of look for those. Some of the other actual sales this week, we have the party size bags of potato chips, $2.50. And look, they're running, this must be like their ice. It's a new product. The Fizz sparkling water, $6 for 12 bottles. So that's basically 50 cents a bottle. That's a really good deal. I haven't tried it, but that's worth, if you like ice, sparkling ice, that might be worth giving a try. We've got cheese, 12 to 16 ounces for $4. Works out to $2 for 8 ounces. Not as good of a deal as last week, so I'd sit out that one. We have some buns, 2 for $3, and breakfast bowls. A couple of the other things. There's seltzer waters, $3.99. Pasta sauce, $1.25. That's a good deal right there with that one. And just a couple other of their store brand deals going on right now. When we open up, we've got a couple more on the produce and things right here. We've got some avocados, 2 for $4, but that it does seem to be for a single avocado, which seems a little steep for me. $5 for a watermelon right there. A couple more of your meat deals. This one is on the chicken breast for $2.69. These burgers, $9.99 for a pound and a third. Yikes. But keep an eye out on clearance meat as always. See if you can find some marked down. That would be a better deal. And then just a couple of the other deals. We got the bakery things going on, of course. And then some of the weekly deals. This is the digital coupons. You clip them. You can use them up to 5 times right now. So you don't have to buy it 5 times, but it's a different coupon for every product. These are a couple of the ones included right now. There are lots more included with this deal. So if you're curious, it might be worth scrolling through the coupons as you're watching a show. But these are all the deals going on this week at Kroger. Okay, I forgot. I did get one more thing. It was from Amazon. I needed some soap at school and I bought one for us. It was $3.86 for this huge thing. And actually, I forgot to subscribe and save. It would have been cheaper if I had done that. I would have saved another 15 cents or so. So still a great deal. I did add this to my Amazon list that I have going, grocery deals. Link is always below in these videos. I will leave that. I'm trying to keep it updated as things go on. The deals really come and go. Some stick around. When you see one on the list, you might want to click through because sometimes the price might look higher, but if it's a deal that interests you, check it out because a lot of times it's there because I've noticed a coupon on some of those. The Amazon generics are generally just a good deal, and if you buy 4 or more, they're still running that 10% off coupon, which is amazing. You don't have to clip anything, just add 4 or more Amazon generic products and you'll get the discount. But sometimes the name brands, they look more expensive, but when you clip through, it's like a 25% off coupon or something like that. So that was my soap deal. If you want to check out the Amazon deals, you enjoy the convenience of some deals shipped straight to your house, even on groceries or toiletries, all of the above. Links below for that. All right, so Sam's 111, 54 at Aldi, 4 at Aldi or at Amazon. My grand total so far in August is $263.66 out of my monthly $525. So about halfway through the month, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. All right, menu. So I'm gonna grab my list here of what we ate. This was shopping list and all the things. Monday was registration. So Andy and I were at school all day. Kids were with my parents and they did tacos, just really easy. Tuesday, before we did a family dinner before kicking off school, and we did pork chops and baked potatoes. Wednesday on the first day, BLTs, grilled cheese, French fries, really easy. On the first day, ice cream for dessert because it was the first day. And it was a good first day, but it's tiring, so I planned ahead simple. Thursday, we are doing enchilada casserole. Friday, we host the teachers for snacks and appetizers, which I do once a month. My husband's principal. We've been doing this for a couple years now. We just do it once a month. And then Saturday, hamburgers. Have not planned ahead till Sunday. I probably should, but I do know and I realize that with teaching full-time, balancing my other full-time jobs of YouTube and my website and Etsy shop, and being mom and wife and our house, I really need to be intentional with menu planning this year. I need to stay on top of that because that's how things are going to get done. So I'm just trying to be intentional and stay on top of the things. Again, thank you all so much for your support and your encouragement and your prayers. It means so much to me, and I'm still working through the comments because you guys have blown me away with your response, and I really appreciate that. You know, as I share the glimpse into our life, that you can support and encourage me just as I am supporting and encouraging you. It's such a blessing, a unique blessing, to have a YouTube channel where we're able to chat and talk like this. So that was my grocery haul this week. I hope you find some good deals at Kroger from that ad that I showed you earlier. Let me know your best deals that you are finding this week. Thanks so much for joining me, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.